Hi everyone, welcome to Yothera. My name is Jessica Maitri. Thank you for tuning in for this quick video. I wanted to speak briefly on why I decided to move off of insurance panels and a little information about why I also choose to not diagnose in my work. So I want to put out there first and foremost that insurance billing and diagnosing I am not against. I want to say that again, I am not against. I simply have chosen for my model to move away from that. So if you're hearing this, please just keep that in mind, that I believe that all forms of helping and utilizing tools to get to the root of healing, all are valuable on every level. So why I chose to move off insurance panels is simple. For the last 10 years, I've been diagnosing and doing treatment planning in private practice as a mental health therapist, and I have been on insurance panels. And one reason I started moving off of insurance a couple of years ago is because my sessions, as I started to bring the body more into the sessions and also the life force energy into the sessions, what ended up happening is the treatment plan and the diagnosis that you have to give the client to be reimbursed from insurance wasn't fitting what was showing up in the moment. And I kept running into this over and over again. And so if you picture, so when I say life force energy, a word for that could be Shakti. And I'll do another video on Shakti, but it's at the base of the spine, and just imagine it as a snake going up the spine. And it's that free-flowing movement energy that ultimately, through breath work, through movement, can facilitate healing. And when we get into that space, if you have an agenda, such as, let's say over here is the DSM, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual, with your diagnostic codes and your firm treatment plan, and then you have Shakti over here, I mean, it just bumps. They don't go together. It was really hard for me to continue to try and bridge these worlds. And so now what I have chosen to do is go off of insurance panels, meaning I don't diagnose, I don't give a clinical diagnosis to my clients, and we're able to work more freely in the process. So since I have 10 years of private practice, I'm a licensed clinical social worker, I have the training to be able to recognize patterns, recognize mental health issues that need more assistance. And luckily I have a great network of people that I can refer people to that need a little bit more structured therapy. So that absolutely is a resource that I hold. But if you or someone you know is looking for a different approach to therapy, maybe the traditional hasn't worked, maybe they're looking for something that bridges body, mind, spirit, this might be something that could really assist in that process. Now, if you're a mental health therapist that does more traditional therapy, and whatever range of traditional therapy you consider yourself, I also love collaborating with other therapists, because I do believe that together we can do more than just my approach or your approach. I really love collaborating, and I can't stress that enough. So if that resonates with you too, I would just love that, and we could figure out ways to do that. I've been getting really creative with some practitioners here in Boise that want to offer things at my space and also maybe want to share clients. And I love the idea of us all working together. So that's a little bit of why I chose to not diagnose and move off of insurance panels. The work also, I will say, the work that I do, because the sessions are longer and we go really, really deep into the subconscious mind, I would say that healing, from my perspective as a therapist, happens a lot faster for people that are willing to do the deeper work, the longer sessions, and also what they're investing, they're also receiving back. They're more invested in the process, and therefore they take the tools and they really work on them at home. And you know, something else to point out too is I'd like to move away from the idea that mental health is something that is only part of the medical model. So, you know, I would encourage people to take more personal responsibility for their mental health, just like they would pay for their gym membership every month, or just like they would pay for their nails or their hair, you know, that it's at the same level of importance to them, and they're willing to invest just as much in that healing as they are other things in their life. So it's an invitation to reframe how you approach your thoughts around mental health therapy. So if it resonates, please share this video and like it, subscribe if you're interested, and then also if you want to collaborate,